Hello students, already we started the mechanical properties of the fluid. It is the second chapter from our first section. In that we learn about the fluid, how the solid is differ than the gases and liquid, and one of the derivation we learned on that day, it was there the pressure exerted by liquid column. Now see, we have to move toward the next point. It is the atmospheric pressure. Basic thing we know about the fluid. See there, the earth is nothing but, otherwise the earth atmosphere is the envelope of the air. We know that. What is the air? Air is nothing but, it is one of the fluid. We know the characteristics of the fluid, otherwise the definition of a fluid. A substance which is capable to flow and it is deformed continually under the external force, it is called as the fluid. So around the earth, the air is present. Air is nothing but the fluid. But due to that earth here, because of a weight of that air here, force is exerted. That air which is exerted force due to its weight. Because of the weight, that air is going to exert the force, and we know how the pressure we are getting. Pressure is nothing but the force per unit area. So this force is responsible for that pressure. This pressure is nothing but the atmospheric pressure. Atmospheric pressure. See that from this we will get the definition of the atmospheric pressure. At any point, the atmospheric pressure is due to the weight of the air of a cross section at that point, from that point to the top surface of the atmosphere. The definition is there. At any point, atmospheric pressure is due to weight of air of cross section at that, from that point to top surface of atmosphere. The definition is very easy. See there, at any point we want to define the atmospheric pressure. From that point, see there, at any point the atmospheric pressure is due to the weight of the air of a cross section from that point to the top surface of the atmosphere. Simple and basic definition. See there. In next session we are going to see how to measure the atmospheric pressure. In that we are using the barometer, otherwise the manometer. In that the concept will be clear. So basic thing is that total earth surface is envelope of the air. Air is nothing but one of the fluid having the characteristics. Otherwise fluid is capable to flow and it deform continually under the external force. So the force exerted by the air because of its weight, and this is responsible for the pressure. That pressure is nothing but the atmospheric pressure. So at any point the atmospheric pressure is due to the weight of the air of a cross section from that point to the top surface of the atmosphere. Okay, now next we have to see the position, and in that position whatever changes in the atmosphere means हमें नेक्स्ट पॉइंट पे हमें ये देखना है कि डिफरेंट पोजीशन पे एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर है, उसकी वैल्यू कम हो रही, ज़्यादा हो रही, इंक्रीज हो रही, डिक्रीज हो रही, अदरवाइज इट हैविंग एनी डिफरेंट नेम. क्या कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स है? 4 to 5 positions are there, and at that place what is the value of the atmospheric pressure? So in this column I will write the positions Next here we can say it is a atmospheric pressure. At earth surface, first is there, at earth surface the atmospheric pressure having the highest value, that pressure value is highest. Second is there, above the earth surface, above earth surface its value is going to decreases. That means suppose here is the earth surface is there. At that point the atmospheric pressure having the maximum value, but when we are going above the earth surface, that time the atmospheric pressure it is going to decreases. Third one is there, at a sea level, at a sea level that atmospheric pressure is called as a normal pressure. And its value is equal to 1.013 into 10 raised to 5 Pascal. This is the value of that 1 atmosphere. 1 atmospheric pressure is equal to 1.013 into 10 raised to 5 Pascal. So this is the value at the sea level. Next is there, fourth one, as the height increases, means that height is increases above the earth surface. That time the density of air in atmosphere is going to decreases. Next is there, in a vacuum, what is the atmospheric pressure? Vacuum. In vacuum the gas pressure is less than the atmospheric pressure. In vacuum gas pressure is less than, here I am using the symbol, atmospheric pressure. And last is there, in a perfect vacuum, otherwise in a absolute vacuum. What is the value of atmosphere? 6 one is there, in perfect vacuum, otherwise we can say it is absolute vacuum. In that no atoms, no molecules are present there. That means matter is not present there. We know matter consists of atoms and molecules, but in a perfect vacuum, in that no molecules, otherwise no atoms present, no atoms are present. If atoms and molecules are not present, that means no matter is there. So these are the locations, positions, and as per the position is there changes in the atmosphere. See that at the earth surface the atmospheric pressure having the highest value. When we will go above the earth surface, the value of that atmospheric pressure is going to decreases. Next is there at sea level. Whenever we are talking about the atmospheric pressure at earth, that time we are taking the reference point of that. At sea level atmospheric pressure, we have to consider the atmospheric pressure at earth. So at the sea level that atmospheric pressure is called as a normal pressure also, and it having the value 1.013 into 10 raised to 5 Pascal. Next is that as the height increases, these both are the similar. Above the earth surface means whenever we are going above the earth surface, that time height is increases. As height increases, the density of the air in the atmosphere is going to decreases. That means here also the atmosphere also in that atmospheric pressure also decreases here in this case also. Vacuum, we know in vacuum gas pressure is less than the atmospheric pressure, and perfect vacuum is there. In that perfect vacuum, in perfect vacuum, no molecules, otherwise no atoms are present. They both are constitutes of the matter. Matter consists of atom and molecules, so that means matter is not present there. So this is the information about the atomic pressure and their positions. As per the position, the values are going to vary, that we can understand. Next is their absolute pressure and gauge pressure. Next point is their absolute pressure and gauge pressure. Absolute pressure and gauge pressure. I will draw the diagram first. See, we have to see here one of the diagram is drawn there. In that diagram, the container is present there. The container is filled with the fluid. ये जो container है उसमें fluid present है. The fluid is there, water is there. In that container, one elementary cylinder is present there. Okay. So in that A, what is the A? A is the horizontal base area of that container. Okay. Next is there. Here in that diagram we can see H. H is nothing but the height, but the value of that H is there x1 minus x2. See that you can see here x1 and x2. These two are the reference point. Reference points are there, and they having height. The height is increasing in upward. So here the value of H is nothing but x1 minus x2. Next is there here P1 and P2. These are the pressure. That pressures are exerted by the fluid on top surface of the elementary cylinder and the bottom surface of the elementary cylinder respectively. Okay. Next thing is that here the vertical forces are acting on that cylinder. Vertical forces are acting on cylinder, elementary cylinder, due to fluid. So these forces we have to discuss. In that, three forces are there. See that? Again I want to repeat that. Here consider a container. That container is filled with the fluid. Here we are taking the water. In that fluid, elementary cylinder is present there. Okay. A is the horizontal base area of that cylinder. H is the height of that cylinder. H, the value of H is nothing but x1 minus x2. In this case, that x1 is greater than x2. x1, x2, these are the reference pointers, and height is increasing in upward. P1 and P2, these are the forces. The forces are exerted by the fluid on the top surface of top and bottom surface of that cylinder respectively. Here we know the fluid which is present in that container, that fluid is exerting the forces. Vertical forces are there. These three forces are there, F1, F2 and F2. See there, first force, the fluid exerting the force F1 on the top surface of the cylinder due to its weight. It is a F1. That force is acting vertically downward direction. Next is the F2. This is a vertical upward direction force. It is acted on the bottom surface of the cylinder by the liquid, by the water which is present below the cylinder. And last one is there, the gravitational force on the water which is enclosed in that cylinder. It is given by the mg. So three forces are there. We can see in that diagram the force F1 on the top surface and the force due to gravitational force mg. They both are acting in vertically downward direction. Single force is there F2. It is in upward direction. So here in this case mg, we know m is the mass of cylinder. Here next thing is there, when that fluid is in static equilibrium, that means in a rest position, all forces, they are balances to each other. So here we will get the balanced force. So next is there, the magnitude of balanced force is given by magnitude of balanced force is given by F2 is equal to F1 plus mg. Here F2 is in vertical upward direction, F1 and mg, they both are balancing to F2. Here we know, as per the definition of pressure is nothing but force per unit area. From that equation we will get F is nothing but product of pressure into area. So similarly we have to find out the value for the two forces. The force which is acting on the bottom surface of the cylinder and the force which is acting top surface of the cylinder. So here we can write F2 is nothing but P2 into area and F1 is nothing but P1 into area. Also we know M is nothing but density into volume. This formula also we can write here A into H. But we have the value of H. H is nothing but the height of that liquid column. Here, see the height of that cylinder. So here, finally we will get M is rho A. In bracket, the value of H is there, x1 minus x2. In this case, the x1 is greater than x2. So here we have to do the substitution in that first number equation. Here the equation number first. By putting all this value, here we will get P2 into A is equal to P1 into A plus rho G A into x1 minus x2. This bracket shows the value of the height. Mg is there, G as it is. Here the common term is there, that is going to cancel. And finally we will get P2 is equal to P1 plus rho into G in bracket x1 minus x2. Okay, this is our equation number second. So this equation is helpful to find the pressure. This equation is helpful to find out the pressure inside the liquid and the atmospheric pressure. The pressure inside the liquid, it is as the function of the height. Below the height is a height which is present inside the liquid column. So this expression is useful to find out the pressure and the atmospheric pressure in liquid. Okay, here now actually we have to find out our given title absolute pressure and gauge pressure. But before finding that, we have to solve it. This equation is very important. This equation we have to use in next expression. So next point is here, pressure P depth h below liquid surface, pressure P at a depth h below liquid surface, in this equation we have to use the same diagram, but in that we are going to change the position of that cylinder. Here I am keeping that diagram as it is, so you can understand the difference. Here, see there. Now next point is our the pressure P at a depth h below the liquid surface. Now here, see there. Already here one of the container is present, in that fluid is present, fluid we are taking as a water is there, but here we can see that the position of that cylinder is going to change. In this we can see here that cylinder is totally inserted in that fluid, but here see that the top surface is present at the liquid surface. So at that level, this level is x1. What I want to say, see that the top surface of that elementary cylinder is present at the liquid surface. That liquid surface, the top surface of cylinder is present at that liquid surface. ये जो liquid surface हमें यहाँ पे दिखाई दे रहा है, उसी जगह पे उसका जो टॉप है एलिमेंट्री सिलेंडर का, वो यहाँ पे प्रेजेंट है. यहाँ पे हम देखेंगे तो इसकी पोजीशन इनसाइड द लिक्विड में थी, लेकिन ये यहाँ पे टॉप सरफेस लिक्विड सरफेस पे प्रेजेंट है. एट दैट लेवल, दिस लेवल इज द x1, a level in which the top surface of cylinder is present, and the top surface of cylinder is present in a liquid surface. So here is the x1. x2, what is the x2? x2 is a point at a depth h below the liquid surface, that x2 is equal to minus h. Here the value of that x2 is given minus h. Now here we have to do the substitution. If you remember, in that this top surface pressure is P1 and in that bottom surface the pressure is P2. Now here the values are going to change, P1 and P2. Let I will write first P1. Here it will come P1, here it will come P2. What is P1 and P2? The pressure exerted by the fluid at the top surface and the bottom surface respectively. But here these values are going to change. Instead of P1 it will come P0, because that liquid surface, it is open surface, it comes in the atmosphere. So here that P1 is replaced by the atmospheric pressure, and that atmospheric pressure is nothing but P0. Here next P2 is what? The pressure exerted by the liquid column here. So here that P2, it is replaced by P. So here we have to do the substitution. Here the value of x1, it is 0. The value of x2 is equal to minus h. P1 is nothing but the P0. It is atmospheric pressure. Why? Because that liquid surface, it comes in the contact of the atmosphere. Next is the P2. P2 is what? As per that, P2 is the pressure exerted by the fluid at the bottom of the surface. But here this is present in the liquid. So pressure exerted by the liquid column, it is nothing but P. So we have to do this substitution in the given equation. Our equation is here. Second equation is there. See there. We know that equation. We will write first. We know the equation to find the pressure. It is P2 is equal to P1 plus rho G in bracket x1 minus x2. All values are with us. P2 is nothing but P. P is equal to P naught plus rho G in bracket x1 is 0, minus sign is there, and x2 having also minus sign. So that minus minus it will become plus. P is equal to P naught plus its value is there, x2 is nothing but minus h. It will be h rho G. So this is the expression for the total pressure. It gives the expression for total pressure, otherwise absolute pressure. Total pressure, otherwise it is called absolute pressure. See that P is equal to P naught plus h rho G. So this is the equation. This expression is helpful to find the pressure P at a depth h below the liquid surface. Otherwise we can say the pressure P at a depth h below the liquid surface is the sum of pressure due to the atmospheric pressure and the pressure exerted by the liquid column. If you remember in first lecture we learned that P is equal to h rho G, the pressure exerted by the liquid column. So this is the absolute pressure, otherwise the total pressure. It having another name also. The pressure P at a depth h below the liquid surface is the sum of two pressures. From that, first pressure is pressure due to the atmosphere plus second is there the pressure due to the liquid column. Okay, so this is the equation for that absolute pressure. If we are going to see the clearly in that expression, there A is not present. What is A? A is the area of cross section, otherwise we can say it is the horizontal base area of the cylinder. So this equation is independent of the area, but this equation depends on the h. H is what? H is the what? H is the height of the liquid column. So in this equation area is not present, and this depends on the h, height of the liquid column. If we are taking the difference of that absolute pressure and the atmospheric pressure here, P minus P0, I am writing here. If we have to take the difference in P minus P naught is equal to h rho G. Here we given the name equation number 2, it is the equation number 3, and it is the equation number 4. It is, this expression is called as the gauge pressure. See, the difference in between the absolute pressure and the atmospheric pressure is nothing but the gauge pressure. We are getting the definition here. Difference between absolute pressure and atmospheric pressure is called gauge pressure. Okay, so this way we are completed the absolute pressure. Here we can say the absolute pressure, otherwise the pressure at a depth h below the liquid surface open to the atmosphere. See here, I want to tell, यहाँ पे जो कंटेनर है इसमें लिक्विड प्रेजेंट है, ओके, और इसमें जो एलिमेंट्री सिलेंडर जो प्रेजेंट है उसका टॉप सरफेस है ये यहाँ पे प्रेजेंट है. ये जगह क्या है? इट इज इन लिक्विड सरफेस. So that top surface of that cylinder, it comes in contact with the atmosphere. See here, the pressure P at a depth h below the liquid surface, and that surface is open to atmosphere. It is not closed. It comes in contact with the atmosphere. Is greater than the atmospheric pressure by h rho g. Again, I want to repeat that the pressure P. The pressure P at a depth h below the liquid surface, it is absolute pressure. If pressure P at a depth h below the liquid surface, it is open to the atmosphere. ये जो surface है atmosphere तो open to the atmosphere is greater than atmospheric pressure by h rho g. Okay, this way we are going to complete the absolute pressure and the gauge pressure. Before learning the concept of that absolute pressure, otherwise the gauge pressure, this derivation is very important, that we completed here. And finally we got the two equations. First is that P is equal to P naught plus h rho g. That P, absolute pressure, is the sum of the two pressure due to atmosphere and the pressure exerted by the liquid column. When we are taking the difference in between the absolute pressure and the atmospheric pressure, that time we are getting the gauge pressure. So P minus P0 is equal to h rho g. This is the equation for the gauge pressure. Such way we completed that point. In next lecture we are going to continue the new point. Okay, thank you.